guess it's time for another Mike's video blog. You know, last time I did the video blog, I was out and about in my car. I thought I'd do something a little different with this video blog. Have you ever noticed on other video blogs that you watch on the internet that the first thing you see is somebody reaching up behind what looks like the screen and they're turning the camera on? It's actually what they're doing. Well, you won't find that here on Mike's video blogs. I use a remote control. I can control the horizontal. I can control the vertical. I can bring my face in so that it's just terrible and you have to, anyway. But have you ever gone to a party and you do something that you like to present at parties? Probably karaoke singing, perhaps, or telling jokes. People would stand around a piano and sing. So I used to do a little karaoke type thing myself. It actually was singing. I wasn't lip syncing. I wasn't singing along to a machine. What I used to do at parties was sing old TV things. Now let's travel back to those long ago days of the late 70s when I was an avid party goer and I was singing TV themes. Just sit right back and you'll hear a tale of a fateful trip that started from this tropic port aboard this tiny ship. The mate was a mighty sailing man, the skipper brave and sure. 5 passengers set sail that day on a 3-hour tour. A 3-hour tour. The weather started getting rough, the tiny ship was tossed. If not for the courage of the fearless crew, the minnow would be lost. The minnow would be lost. The ship set ground on the shore of this uncharted desert isle, with Gilligan, the skipper too, the millionaire and his wife, the movie star, the professor and Mary Ann, here on Gilligan's Isle. Here on Gilligan's Isle. Let me tell you a story about a man named Jed. A poor mountaineer barely kept his family fed. And then one day while he's searching for some food, up from the ground come a bubbling crude oil, that is black gold, Texas tea. Oh well, the first thing you know, old Jed's a millionaire. The kinfolk said, Jed, move away from there. They said, California is the place you ought to be, so they loaded up the truck and they moved to Beverly Hills, that is, swimming pools, movie stars. And I never know the last verse, but I can look it up on the internet. Oh, a heaping helping of your hospitality. Everybody knows in the second life y'all come back sooner or later. As anything from a pussycat to a man-eating alligator. Y'all may think my story is more fiction than it's fact. Well, believe it or not, my mother dear decided she'd come back as a car. She's my very own shining star. A 1928 Porter, that's my mother dear. She helps me through everything I do, and I'm so glad she's here. My mother the car, my mother the car, my mother the car, my mother the car. Well, now it's time to say goodbye to Jed and all his kin. And kindly want to thank you folks for kindly stopping in. And so next week we bid you in this remote locality to have a heaping helping of his hospitality. Hillbilly, that is. Take your shoes off. Says take your shoes off. Take your shoes off. Y'all come back now, yep. And have a heaping helping of their hospitality. Hillbilly, that is. Me. Gilligan's.